Hi everybody, I just wanted to make another video talking about the new Pokemon Mega Evolutions. I didn't actually get to do one for all the other, ones that were released, but I'm going to go ahead and give you my opinion that you did not ask for about what I think about, pretty much all of them that are currently available to us through the internet. I already told you what I think about Mega Dragonite. I think Mega Dragonite looks fine. It looks pretty much what I was expecting it to look like. I think it like a lot of people are very disappointed with this. I don't really see the problem, because everyone, here's the thing, people don't really seem to understand what a Mega Evolution is. They think it's supposed to look like a Digimon for some reason, and it's just really not the case. Like Mega Dragonite, to me, it looks completely fine. It looks exactly like what I would expect it to look like. I feel like if its shiny form is green, it's gonna probably be a big capital L though. However, but if the Pokemon Company can actually turn it, blue or pink, I think it'd be a W. I personally, even though I don't like the color blue, I think it should be blue. Look more like Dragonair that way. So that's my opinion of it. I think it's really good. Probably, if I had to rate it, I guess like maybe an 8 out of 10. So that being said, we're gonna go on to Victory Bell. Okay, so like my opinion of Victory Bell, I don't hate it, and that's the thing. Me and my little brother actually ran around on this one. He absolutely hates it. He says it looks stupid, and I can understand why you would say that. But you also got to remember that this is part of the Bellsprout family, and the Bellsprout family has just always historically looked stupid. That's what makes them funny and makes them fun. Bellsprout looks derpy as hell. Weeping Bell looks derpy as hell. Victory Bell was a little bit meaner, and Mega Victory Bell just kind of reverts back to that derpiness, and that's fine. But also, you got to remember, it literally just filled up with acid, so it has to hold its mouth shut so it doesn't like spit up the acid. Makes sense. I mean, it's not terrible. All I did is laugh at it when I first seen it. Like, I know that there were people on YouTube that were like really pissed about it, and people on the internet that were like pretty pissed about it. But like for me personally, I thought it was funny. Yeah. So if I had to guess, or if I had to take a guess, I'd probably give it like a 6, maybe a 7 out of 10. I don't think it's terrible. I was probably never going to use it. Like, I really like Victory Bell. It's not a Pokemon that I ever had on one of my teams, and I don't think I was ever going to change that. So next one is Haluchila. I have never been able to pronounce this Pokemon's name. It's a Pokemon I don't really care about because I don't really like the luchador Mexican wrestling theme stuff. But however, that being said, the Rey Mysterio look is just really, really good. It looks really cool. I like how it just basically becomes like even more of a Mexican wrestler. Like I don't know. The simplicity of it just getting another mask makes it that much better to me, in my opinion. And I think it gets a little bit bigger, but I think it's actually really funny. So, yeah, I think this one's like a solid 8, maybe even a 9. Maybe not a 9, but it's really good. I really do like this one. Oh, God. Okay, next one is Raichu Y and Raichu X. And, okay, so, like, if you don't know, I hate Pikachu. However, I really love Raichu. Raichu is my favorite electric-type Pokemon. I've always loved Raichu. I've always loved that it's just a big physical Pikachu. Special attacks are cool in Pokemon, yeah, but I like physical. I like when they box, and Raichu has always been really cool with like Body Slam and Agility and Quick Attack and Mega Punch. Like, I've always liked that kind of play style with Raichu. So Mega Raichu Y, I hate it because it's just basically Pikachu. So like literally Pikachu became Raichu just to go back to being Pikachu. I feel like they designed it to just look like a Pikachu. Like it doesn't even look like Raichu. It does not look like Raichu. It's just shiny Pikachu with different ears and a longer tail. That's all it is. That's all it is. And it makes me very sad because it's just this is a letdown. I mean, it's cute, I guess. Like, I still like Raichu, and maybe I'm a little biased, so I'm going to give it at least a 5 out of 10. I don't know. I feel like Nintendo is just so scared to make Raichu adorable and make Raichu, like, actually liked by the public because they're so afraid of, like, losing focus on the mascot of the franchise, which is Pikachu, so maybe that's why. And the next one is Raichu X. I actually like this one quite a bit. However, my big complaint with it is the fact that it has two tails, and both of its tails is yet again another Pikachu tail. Makes me sad. Makes me very sad. I was really excited when I first heard that we were going to get X and Y Raichu. I was like, oh, that's actually really cool. And then I realized it just looks like Pikachu. Like, take it, this one actually looks more like Raichu than the other one, and that's great. I guess the other one kind of looks like a low-end Raichu, and I guess that kind of makes sense with it. But it's still basically just a glorified Pikachu, like straight up. This one is literally just Raichu with Pikachu tail. Like, two Pikachu tails. I feel like it didn't need that. I don't know. I feel like you could have made this one look more like Gorchu, and if you know what Gorchu is, you're an OG. You're a real one. I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10, just because I do like about 80% of it, I guess. Could have thrown a couple spikes in there just to give a shout out to the old G1. Next one is Delphox. I think that's how you say the name. I don't know. Like Gen 6 starters, obviously I only cared about Greninja like everyone else. I actually think this one's really cool. I really, really like it. It kind of makes it look a lot better, because I like the problem with Gen 6 starter Pokemon. The fire type one kind of looked like a furry, and that just kind of like made people feel weird about it, because like nobody really likes these humanoid starter Pokemon. It's gotten to the point where it's just gotten weird. Like, it was cool with Blaziken. Blaziken was alright, and you know, it just became more man. Like, it just became more of like there's somebody in a costume, and that was like some Uncanny Valley vibes, you know what I mean? So I wasn't like a big fan of it, but yeah, I mean, this one looks pretty cool. I like it. It's like a witch with the flying broomsticks and the flying magic wands and everything. So yeah, this one I'd probably give it about a 9 out of 10. I think it's pretty cool. God damn it. Next one is Mega Malamar. Fun fact, the scariest thing to me ever are squid. So I've never, even though I don't find Malamar scary just because it's a cartoon, it's a video game character, and I get that. It's not real. I've always been a little bit off-putted by it because I don't like squid. However, I really think Mega Malamar is cool. It's such a stupid... It's so stupid, it's brilliant. It's literally just Mega Mind. Like, it hypnotizes you. It's got the tentacles become like a big pulsing brain. It shines in different colors of the rainbow. Like, it's actually really dope. I think they did a really good job with Mega Malamar. I'll never use it, but, you know... when it comes to Malamar, if I had to rate Malamar on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give him a 3. But Mega Malamar is like a solid 9. Like, let's be real. Next one is Mega Greninja, the second Mega Greninja. We all know the first one was Ash Greninja. Ash Greninja, it was okay. It was fun back in like X and Y, but like it was just dumb in my opinion. Like, nobody really cared about it. I don't know. I like it. I think he looks cool. However, it's just weird that he's floating on a shuriken of water, upside down. But the mask looks really cool, and the fact that he's got weapons on the side of him, that's really cool. So, I don't know. Like, it's a solid 9 out of 10 for me. Out of all of the ones on this list, that'd probably be the one that I would want to use the most. Unfortunately, it could have been you, Raichu, but, you know... Just Nintendo's just too afraid to deviate away from Pikachu, and I find that very sad. So, no, Greninja's pretty good. I give it a 9 out of 10. Oh God, what is this last one? Chestnut. I don't even know if I'm saying the name right on that one. I think this one is actually really awesome. It is. I'm gonna go just right. It's a 7 out of 10. I've never been a fan of the starter Pokemon. I've never used the starter Pokemon. The only time I've ever actually owned one was in Pokemon Go. I let it go like almost immediately. So that being said, I actually think this one looks really cool. They did a good job with the Mega. It made it actually look pretty awesome. It looks like a big, bulky, roiled tank. It's got a cape and everything. It has weapons on its back. It just looks like a badass, you know? And that's just 9 Mega Pokemon. I feel like there's something I'm missing. I don't remember. However, with that being said, we're going to be definitely getting some more news on them pretty soon, because the game comes out in like 2 or 3 weeks. So I guess I'll make a part 2 to this, or I guess technically a part 3, since I originally started this with Dragonite. But that being said, thank you guys very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't. And I guess let me know which one you like the best and which one you hate the most. Real quick, if I had to say the best looking one out of all of them, it's going to be a tie between... I'm sorry, just Mega Malamar. Mega Malamar looks cool. I'll never use it, but it just looks cool. I'm sure this one's going to be really good and competitive just because. If you hold your DS up, or if you hold your Switch upside down, you'll get an attack boost. But that being said, thank you guys very much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Later.